Welcome back to boys high school basketball at DouglasCountyDigest.com. Chris Patton and Luke Johnson in Tuscola, where the Warriors have a 20-point lead as we start the fourth quarter over the Cerro Gordo Bement Broncos. Broncos with the ball looking to cut into the Warrior lead. Callan Schonkweiler, number 15, with it out top. Trying to find Nathan Lovecamp in the corner. Working the ball around the arc. Three-pointer no good. Off the front iron. Here comes the Warriors. Nick Bates presses ahead, gives it off to 20 Josh Knight, who's fouled hard as he goes up for the shot and will head to the free throw line.
Again, tough defense by the Warriors. Hands out. Nobody has their hands in close to their torso. Everything is being denied. Looked like they were trying to throw some pressure out there on top for the guards, Cerro Gordo, as they missed another three-pointer.
Josh Knight adds a free throw. He's got two now. Chance for three. You know, the game I saw Tuscola play at the Monticello Holiday Tournament, one of the things Matt Franks really got on his team about was competing. They were playing a very tough Ridgeview team that was shooting the lights out, and he was a little disappointed with how his team was competing. I think that's kind of been resolved here tonight. They're definitely competing.
They've definitely thrown everything they can so far at Love Camp and come away victorious to this point.
So many of those three-pointers, long-distance shots for Cerro Gordo Bement have been off the front iron tonight. Nick Bates gets into the lane, kind of forces up one. It goes no good. Warriors take it away, though, at the other end.
And Lovecamp is definitely frustrated. Just a little too much dribbling there.
He's trying to do a lot of it himself and just running into such pressure from the Warriors. Warriors move it around. Tommy Watson thought about it. Clayton Turner with it. Nice open look there for Turner. Yes. He finishes it off.
Great ball movement.
Patience and ball movement found him a nice open look. 56-32, 24-point Warrior lead. Another three, no good. Rebounded by the Warriors.
He's just cold right now. You can tell he's got a pretty good shot. He just hasn't taken a whole lot of them. There's a wild shot there by Zach Bates.
Zach Bates up ahead of the crowd, got it, and decided once he did get it, he was going to put it up, didn't go down.
Move.
Nifty little move there by Curtis Shea. He's got 5 points tonight, 56-34, 6 minutes left to go. The Warriors are up by 22. We mentioned earlier, this is the first Warriors home game of the year. Some scheduling quirks and then having to have a couple games postponed. Three-pointer up and good for Clayton Turner. He's got 10 tonight. Postponed a couple games early on in the year when you had guys still coming in from football. They might want to play some more home games. Looking pretty good here in Warrior Gym. Ball goes out of bounds off of Tuscola. Going to stay with Cerro Gordo Bement.
Yeah, they don't look rusty at all right now. They look like they're primed. I mean, it was about like what we saw them play Arthur. They're really good against Arthur. It's just a tough team to go into Arthur Gym and try and come away with the victory.
Knowles gets it inside, puts his shoulder down, doesn't get it to go down. Lovecamp tries to put one back up. It doesn't go. Knowles gets it again, and he gets fouled.
Good job by Knowles and Lovecamp keeping that alive for Cerro Gordo.
Knowles knocks that one down. He's got 10 points total. Warrior foul was on Nick Bates, his third. So he came out early in the game, didn't score in the second quarter, sat a lot of that because of having two fouls. Made it through the third quarter without picking up another one, and gets his third here in the fourth quarter while the Warriors have a fairly large lead.
He's done a really good job playing with those fouls. Staying smart with it. And here he is for that open three again. And they get an illegal screen on Zach Bates this time.
So the miss doesn't count. Wipe that off.
So he's still 3 for 4 from that spot.
He's not gonna waste a made shot on one that would get wiped out anyway. That's smart thinking. Stephen Gibson and Jarrett Wallace back into the game for the Warriors. 59-36, just over 5 minutes left to go. 23-point Warriors lead.
And the Warriors are in a 1-3-1 here.
He got Gibson with those long arms out top, and it pays off, but he just couldn't come up with the ball. But Clayton Turner takes it away.
And again, one of those things, Cerro Gordo hasn't taken care of the ball very well in the second half, and it's come back to haunt them.
Turner drives, lays it up, no good. Little fight between Warriors for the ball there. Turner gets it back, doesn't go down. Gibson had a hand on it, couldn't corral it. Brant Knowles, the offensive lineman, on the break there. Broncos get it back, feed it inside. Walls tries to take it away from behind. Knowles with a nice little up and in.
When you see your center dribbling up full speed up the basketball floor, as a coach, you just cringe and hope it all goes well.
I see Knowles a lot during the football season. He plays offensive and defensive line for the Broncos. Does a heck of a job. Shot no good, and then we get a foul. We get an intentional foul there. Bates got the missed shot, put it right back up and in, and then we get an intentional foul. Major frustration on the part of Cerro Gordo Bement's number 15, Callan Schonkweiler. That's his fifth.
And in Cerro Gordo's defense, there was a little bit of a push off in the back from Nick Bates on that play. He did get away with one. But, I mean, you've got to keep a cool head. You can't just turn around and shove him back.
Second guy's always the one that gets caught, right?
Oh, yeah, always.
Especially when you throw them to the ground.
Yeah.
Dalton Hull checked into the game for the Warriors for the first time tonight and all that. Bates misses the free throw. We got Caleb Williams sitting at the scorer's table, going to check in. Going to get Bates out of there before anything else happens with a, with a sizable advantage.
Yeah, you don't want to see him get hurt again. He's just coming back into form. You need him for...
You're just getting him back, and you don't want any silliness to take him out. He is going to sit for what I presume to be the rest of the game, and with 20 points tonight. Last free throw there gave him an even 20. Nice round number to end on. 4 minutes left to go. Warriors up 62-38 over CGB. David Mansell going to the scorer's table. Shot up no good. Gibson tried to go for the rebound. Couldn't get it. Knowles gets it and outlets it to 33. Curtis Shea. Shea going to drive to the basket, loses control of the ball, but does get fouled. Clayton Turner. He's been out there playing defense. That's just his first foul of the night. Pretty impressive to get that far without giving one up.
He's done a good job. He's had a couple of good threes, some open threes that he's knocked down.
Free throw for Curtis Shea is good. Very unofficial scoring totals put him at 6 tonight. Turner's going to take a seat, probably for the last time tonight. Goes down the line, getting fist bumps from his teammates. Second one up and good. Curtis Shea with 7. Broncos going back to some of that pressure defense we saw earlier.
Creates a turnover right away. Short three-pointer, though.
Gibson ends up with it. Make sure everybody clears out before he passes it to Dalton Hull. Jarrett Wallace, 42 with it out top. Over to Hull. Mansell with it now, into the post to Gibson. He ducks his shoulder, turns around and makes a jumper there. 6 points tonight for Stephen Gibson. Oh, nice fancy move there.
Shea.
Curtis Shea. Coach Bacon calls a timeout for CGB. 3:02 left to go in the contest. 64-42 is the Warrior advantage.
And we've seen some good things from both teams. Cerro Gordo just hasn't been able to take care of the ball as well. Tonight, Tuscola with a great defense. They put a lot of pressure on Lovecamp especially. I believe he's one of the leading scorers for Cerro Gordo. He's definitely the guy they draw all the plays for, or at least most of them. And I would expect him to just shake off this night and come out ready to play for their next game.
I'm sure he will make a bit of noise in the LOVC conference. The Warriors coming up have a game with Arcola out of the LOVC before they start CIC play.
And that'll be a good matchup for Tuscola to hit Arcola right before CIC. Arcola is a very good ball club. You'll probably see a little face guarding on is it Seaman?
Yeah, we haven't seen Arcola yet. I think we got him for a few games here coming up pretty soon.
And he's a very good scorer.
Seems like he's been playing and scoring for as long as we've been doing this. This is our 3rd year together doing this. I remember he was started as a freshman, didn't he, when we started doing this? So,
yep.
So he'll be around a little bit more. 2:40 left to go here in the game. Warriors up 64-42. Ball knocked away from Ray Kirkhoff, who checked into the game. Some guys hitting the deck there.
And I don't know if I was Cerro Gordo's coach, I would probably pull Love Camp out.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Because, I mean, when you have little stuff like that where, you just get your feet tangled up, you could have a major injury to one of your star players.
It took him a second to get up there. He kind of looked at his knee, looked at his elbow. He's going to the free throw line. Makes that one. Raymond Poskin. And 23, Zach McAllister. Into the game for the Warriors. Broncos making substitutions too, including somebody waiting at the scorer's table for Love Camp to take this free throw. 6 guys out there right now for CGB, so somebody's got to come off. Foul went against Caleb Williams, his 2nd. Broncos seem like they've been in the double bonus here for a little while.
I mean, really, Love Camp's been the only one to take it to the basket. From what I've seen tonight, there have been a couple other good drives. Kershey had that nifty layup there.
Foreign made his points outside. Knowles put some shots back up and in.
He was posting up, though. He had a big body down low. He did have that fast break where he took it up the floor by himself. I guess you can count that as
every big man's dream right there, isn't it? 2:20 left to go. 20-point Warriors lead, 64-44. Dalton Hole, number 11 with it. 23, that's Zach McAllister. 12, Raymond Poskin. He's going to drive, put it up, and good. Crowd favorite, Raymond Poskin. Gets 2 on a nice move to the basket. Long 3-pointer, airballed. Poskin got the rebound, tried to force the action a little bit. A little too excited. And David Mansell couldn't track it down.
Good rebound. Nice layup. You like to see the subs come in and get a couple points here and there.
Student section definitely likes to see it. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to remain with Cerro Gordo. Trevor Norris out there. 32, Nick Vogel into the game. 54, Zach Thompson. That's we got 24, Dominic Simpson, and 50, Ben Flower. 3-pointer, no good. Dalton Hole on the breakaway, lays it up, and the foul. Dalton Hole out ahead of the pack to get his first 2 points of the night.
And a good fast break. He had 2 Warriors out there in front. 2-on-1. Nice layup from Dalton Hole.
Trevor Norris called for the foul. Student section letting you know. Dalton Hole, he's a freshman. Freshman guard. The old-fashioned 3-point play has 3 total tonight. 69-44, 25-point Warrior lead, 1:35 left to go. No good. Mansell does a nice job to tip it up there, but it's knocked away. It's going to go to the Warriors.
Unless it's obvious, I'd expect the referees not to call too many fouls here to end this game.
Warriors won the JV game tonight, and there was a little bit too much fouls at the end for our liking, I guess you could say. We're all psyched and ready to get going with this one, and just kept fouling. Broncos defense poking it away there. Oh, almost lost the handle, did Poskin. He's getting hounded, but he's going to get called for an over and back.
Doing a little too much there. Should have probably passed it away.
He's got all those people cheering for him.
I know. And they get it right back.
One of those unforced errors. The Broncos have just had too many of those tonight.
Yeah.
Passes to nobody or passes to the other team.
And I honestly think they could have hung with Tuscola the whole entire game had they taken care of the ball a little bit better, because they were getting some good shots in the beginning, making a lot of threes. And they just, like you said, too many unforced errors.
Poskin for three, and it's good. And the roof might just blow off the gym on that one. Raymond Poskin with 5 points tonight. 72-44 Warrior lead. Broncos get it into the post, can't hang on to it, goes off the leg. And now that Poskin has 5, you think that might be the end of the scoring?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Coach Franks might tell him. 10 seconds left to go. Looks like Dalton Hull might just dribble it out.
Just dribble it out. Don't.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
There's no need to rub it in.
72-44. Big win for the Tuscola Warriors tonight. A much-needed win after the first part of the season going 3-6. But here in 2015, they're 1-0.
Yeah, they had a good game tonight. I mean, they moved the ball around really well. They had hot shooting. I mean, you don't see that a lot of times after coming off a little bit of a break, switching back to school mode. Usually don't have guys hitting that well, but Tuscola came out and proved me wrong. They hit quite a few long-distance shots, but they also had some really good ball movement around the perimeter and then down low. They had their main guys down low, rebounding, Zach Bates and Steven Gibson, staying scrappy, keeping balls alive. Just coming up with the little things. And for Cerro Gordo, Cerro Gordo did a really great job to start out moving the ball. As we've been saying, they just kind of let up, and Tuscola took advantage and ran away with it from there. I think Cerro Gordo's got a pretty decent ball club. They've got some athleticism and good speed. Not a whole lot of size, but they make up for it really well. Love Camp just had a bad night. Being face guarded, guys marking him wherever he went. It's tough to get through that sometimes.
And both these teams have played pretty tough schedules. The Broncos have kind of played up above their kind of conference level, played some of the bigger schools, bigger than their co-op, and the Warriors have tested themselves quite a bit too. And see how these two teams proceed in the new year. Warriors improve to 4-6 overall, and leading scorer tonight for them, Nick Bates with 20 points. Two more guys with double figures. Tommy Watson had 10. Clayton Turner had 10. Let's see, Zach Bates with 9. We had Steven Gibson with 6. Jarrett Wallace and Raymond Poskin both with 5. Dalton Hull and Josh Knight each had 3. Caleb Williams had 1. And leading scorer tonight for Cerro Gordo Bement, the big man underneath, Brant Knowles with 13. Frankie Foran had 10. Nathan Lovekamp and Curtis Shea each had 9. Conrad Gillespie had 3. So Warriors on offense, they get some long-range looks. They do some nice things, kind of nice passing game. And Nick Bates did some stuff driving to the basket. Scrappy guys, like you mentioned, were able to get some things done. And then on the defense, they got a lot of offense off of defense, where they just really turned it up and were all over the Broncos tonight. So a balanced victory for the Warriors.
Very good. I would agree.
All right. Tuscola wins tonight, 72-44 over Cerro Gordo Bement. Thanks for watching this presentation of boys high school basketball on DouglasCountyDigest.com.